Hey everyone, today we're going to take a little journey, a reflective journey into our online lives. We're going to explore how we can actually intentionally shape our digital world to invite more light and meaning into it. So, let's dive in.
So, let's kick things off with one really powerful question. I want you to take a second and just picture it. Your social media feed, your YouTube recommendations, even what pops up when you search for something. If all of that was a mirror, held up to your face right now, what would you see reflected back?
Because you see, our feeds, they're not random. They're not just stuff happening to us. They're actually a direct reflection of our attention, our curiosity, and our choices. In other words, they're a digital mirror.
So let's get a little more specific with this mirror idea. What are your suggestions? The things that pop up, what do they say about what you've already clicked on? And be honest, is that stuff, the comedy clips, the news commentary, the reviews, is it genuinely bringing more light and peace into your day? And maybe the most revealing question, what would a complete stranger assume you care about most, just from a 30-second scroll? The answers can be pretty eye-opening.
Okay, and this leads to a really fascinating connection. It turns out that the way algorithms actually work has this surprising parallel to a really profound spiritual principle. It's kind of like a digital law of attraction.
That principle is captured so beautifully in this one phrase, light cleaveth unto light. It just means that like attracts like. Things of a similar nature are naturally drawn to one another. Now, let's see how that ancient wisdom applies to our super modern world.
This is it. This is how that spiritual law translates into our digital lives. The principle light cleaveth unto light becomes clicks cleave unto clicks. I mean, think about it. What you click on, what you search for, what you watch, that is exactly what the algorithm is designed to bring you more of. It's the same principle in action.
And here's the crucial point. The technology itself isn't good or bad. It doesn't have a moral compass. Algorithms don't judge you, they just reflect you. They are a totally neutral tool, designed to give you more of what you show them you want. And honestly, this is incredibly empowering, because it means we're the ones in control.
So, since we're the ones in control, let's shift gears from just understanding this principle to actually taking some practical, powerful action. We can actively reprogram our feeds. So let's look at a really simple one-week challenge to do just that.
Okay, for just 1 week, give this a try. First, every single day, intentionally search for something inspiring. Maybe a tutorial on a skill you want to learn or a talk from a leader you really admire. Second, watch one video or read one article that lines up with that positive goal. And third, and this is just as important, consciously avoid clicking on the stuff that feels dark or divisive or just plain draining. You know what I'm talking about. The endless arguments, the celebrity gossip, the clickbait. That's it. Pretty simple, right?
And as you're doing this, just pay attention. Be curious. What changes do you start to notice? And not just in the content that's popping up on your screen, but in your own mood, your thoughts, your spirit. That's where the real transformation begins to happen.
Now, to help all these ideas really sink in, let's look at them through a totally different lens, through music and poetry. You can almost think of these lyrics as a personal anthem for becoming more intentional in our digital lives.
Just think about the power in that for a second. Every small action, a click, a view, it's not passive, it's an act of creation. With every single choice, you are building the digital world that gets reflected back at you, and you're shaping the very light that you will then spread to others.
I just love this line. It so brilliantly nails the core idea, doesn't it? The algorithm is just an echo of what's already inside us, our desires, our curiosities, our focus. Our feed literally becomes a map of our own heart.
Wow, what a perfect contrast. It really makes you ask yourself, right? Are we using our online time to create a bright, guiding flame of intention and purpose? Or are we just passively drifting through a fog of distraction and mindless scrolling? The choice is totally ours.
And ultimately, when you boil it all down, it comes to this simple but incredibly profound truth. What we seek, both online and offline, is what we will eventually become. Our focus shapes our reality, and it shapes our character.
So let's bring all this together now and really elevate our perspective, because this is about so much more than just cleaning up our personal feeds. It's about understanding our purpose in this huge digital world.
I really want you to remember this. You are not just a passive user or a consumer of content. You are an active creator. You're a voice in the stream.
You have the power to shape what you see, and in doing that, to add your light to the whole conversation.
And here's the promise that just crowns this whole idea. When we actively receive light and we continue seeking it, we don't just stay where we are, we receive more light. It's a principle of spiritual and digital growth that just builds on itself, one intentional click at a time.
So I'll leave you with this final, personal question. Knowing you have the power to shape your world, knowing that what you seek, you become, how will you feed the light?
I scroll through the silence, the screen starts to glow. 1,000 voices calling, which way will I go? Truth in the margins, peace in disguise. I'm learning to listen with spiritual eyes. Every click, every view, every whisper I choose, build the world I reflect, and the light I'll diffuse. Feed the light, let it grow. Let the virtue in my soul overflow. What I see, I become, like the rising of the morning sun. Truth cleaves to truth, and right to right. So I'll feed the light, I'll feed the light. The algorithm echoes the shape of my heart. It mirrors my hunger, it maps every part. But I'm not just a user, I'm a voice in the stream. I can shape what I see, I can live what I dream. Every scroll, every search, every whisper I choose, builds the world I reflect, and the light I'll diffuse. Feed the light, let it grow. Let the virtue in my soul overflow. What I see, I become, like the rising of the morning sun. Truth cleaves to truth, and right to right. So I'll feed the light, I'll feed the light. Let my feet be a flame, not a fog in the night. Let my clicks be a prayer, and my choices be bright. I'm not lost in the noise, I'm a beacon, a guide, and the light I invite will not be denied. Feed the light, let it grow, let it grow. Let the virtue in my soul overflow. What I see, I'll feed the